Thinking Kenny Beats, bro.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And today on the hill, Davis Martin.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Ready to go now? And stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. He's a former All-Star Game MVP, Singy. Just off the outside edge. And this one is off and running.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That one a little bit high. Ball 3.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. And that drops in for a strike. Devers with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Here's 0-1. Late swing, foul to the left.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
kicks and fires. Just
Off
off
the
the
plate, ball
outside corner. Going to count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And Devers hits that one. Robert moves under it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Batting third baseman.
Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. Their opponent on the mound today does run into some trouble finding the strike zone at times. So, Singy, I got to figure part of the plan, be patient, be selective today.
Yeah, you know coming in, regardless of, what that first inning is going to look like, you know his history. You don't want to help him out. You've got to be patient and make sure that when you attack that it's a pitch that you can do some damage with. Otherwise, just build up some traffic on the base pass, push across some easy runs, and perhaps get into some of those gap arms in the bullpen.
That one the other way. Dives, and he can't hang on. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now batting Tristan Casas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Back-to-back base hits. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, one out. And now the rookie second baseman collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. There's a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
Two on, one out. Swings through that.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Bregman at second. Casas at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Tripled yesterday. That was his only hit. He was 1 for 4. Hard hit left side. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. You're watching Red Sox baseball on the show, New England. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Hunter Dobbins.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match, but I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Now it's going to be Mike Tauchman.
For the White Sox, right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
It's just some places we go. It's just some whips we roll. Oh.
That misses the zone. Ball one. Just missed.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops into the glove, and there's one away. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Austin Slater.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. 2 down.
Batting third, center fielder, Luis.
So here's Robert now.
Jr.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. The delivery to Robert. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Just off the inside edge. And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 1-0. And we're back. Here's Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Martin back to work. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-0.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Nope.
Pitch misses inside. 3-1. And there's a foul ball. That's ripped. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher, Carlos Narvaez.
And next for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Narvaez goes 5 feet 11 inches, 190 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Story on at first, nobody out. That
One
one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
Now 1-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Vaughn makes the grab, and there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Ceddanne Rafaela in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Man at first, one away. Hit in the air, right field. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jarren Duran.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. And
Ball
that's
back
outside, and it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Runners at first and second with one gone. And that is out of play. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Double play ball to second. In there safely.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Rafael Devers up to hit. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Bases loaded, top of the second. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Bases loaded, one away. Here at the top of the second. Inside just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. 3-2 now.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One runs in. In there, he's safe. It's 3-0.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
And now it's Alex Bregman. To third might be 2. 1 at second. On to Vaughn. 2. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. Here on the south side, Andrew Vaughn now.
First baseman.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And the 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on. And catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 out, base is empty. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here's Josh Rojas, homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Montgomery, the runner at second with one away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. And here is Sosa to the plate. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
No, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the grab. And that's the third out. So one hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. Back here on the south side. Now here is Triston Casas.
Gully's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Slapped foul. Breaking ball inside, and it's 1-2. And that's a little bit high.
2-2 the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Number 28 in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a base hit. And now, Wilyer Abreu. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Now, Chris, through the early stages, He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box.
Ball, that's out.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And it's strike two. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Not close with that one. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on the go, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, shortstop.
Manager out of the
Story.
dugout, and he's going to make a change. Davis Martin will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Martin
White Sox.
Perez taking over on the mound.
54.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two on, 1 out. Trevor. Story comes up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The shortstop takes the ball. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Missed with a changeup, and the count now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, catcher.
And now the
Carlos
catcher comes up to hit. Carlos Narvaez. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Corey Lee.
Catcher, Corey
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
Hey!
Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Casas steps on the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting ninth, left fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor getting ready to hit. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Ripped to right. Pulls up and it drops for a hit.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Mike Tauchman. Fly to center his first time. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Slater takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And a slider in there for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Taylor runs. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Runner on the go again. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So 1 left for the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela.
Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic? If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Vaughn. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Stepping in, Jarren Duran.
If there's nobody on in front of him, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off. To the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That's a strike. 0-1. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. That's off the mark, and the count is 2-2. On its way to the corner. Lays out and makes the play.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
2 out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Inside, ball 1.
Next offering is outside. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to first, and Devers is set down. Third out. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. Back at right field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert Jr.
Para mí está mal y no es por criticar, esa no es la intención, pero con todo lo que ha pasado baja la tensión, hay gente sufriendo de más. Si necesitan la atención, nosotros hacemos, los damos por el montón.
Fastball for a strike. Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. Dobbins winds and deals. Inside. And the count is 1-1. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Colson Montgomery now at the plate, doubled his first time up. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Josh Rojas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one missed. Robert leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. That's down and in.
2-1.
Swings and misses. And now 2 and 2. The White Sox trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Hard hit down the line and left. Base hit. Robert makes the turn at second. Coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. The White Sox leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Concentrating my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television. According to new inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Alex Bregman. First pitch misses. Bregman measures 6 feet even, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. The 1-0. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Number 64 up and throwing. Schuster also throwing. Chopped left side. Rojas throws on to first. And they get Bregman for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Triston Casas.
Triston Casas up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And that's off
that's a ball.
The inside edge. And that is ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone. It's 2 and 2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop off in foul ground. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 28.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman. 1 for 2. And that one missing low.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And another ball.
Outside.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And that's a base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, Lenyn Sosa. Dobbins back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
You know, these White Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Popped up left side. Story sizing this one up. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And here's the catcher, Corey Lee. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Foul ball there. Ball to strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael A. Taylor will hit next. A single his first time.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. This one high in the air to left center. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Red Sox 3 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Out to short, Montgomery. And Story is out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. And he takes a strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one ripped. Back there. Out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. That's an incredible job of letting that breaking ball get deep, trusting your hands, and driving it out the other way. That's how you practice it in the cage. Incredible when you can translate it into the ball game.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball right side. Sosa. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Now batting, left fielder, Jarren Duran.
So the lineup flips over, and here is Jarren Duran.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And a foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Taylor on the move to the alley. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Devers now.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Bregman stands in now and watches strike 1. Rafaela, the lead runner, out at second. Devers at first. 2 out of the inning. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball,
This guy's
2
got
strikes.
such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Oh, that's
That
out.
one outside. Now 1 and 2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
Line and a base hit into right. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Up next for the Red Sox, first
Tristan
baseman,
Casas
Tristan
up next for the
Casas.
Red Sox. That clips the corner. Two outs. That's off the
that's
inside
inside.
corner. 1 and 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. 1 run across. Runner holds up at third. Base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So they're all loaded up. Here's the second baseman. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Fly ball to right. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 5 and the White Sox nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Right fielder, Mike Tauchman.
Just on which we roll. Oh, always we know. Just some things we show.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Austin Slater stands in. 0 for 2 in this one. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that's downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Good job to fight that one off. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Nabs it out, number 2.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now it's Luis Robert. He is struck out and he is walked. That catches the corner.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Abreu brings it in for the 3rd out.
Pitching for the
Welcome
White
back.
Sox,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 64.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Trevor Story now. 1 for 3. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Gus Varland appears to be getting loose. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-0.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one missing inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
1 down. Carlos Narvaez digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Story back in on a dive. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Vaughn makes the grab on the run. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox.
Ceddanne Rafaela.
That one's in there, 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder
Jarren Duran getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two on, 2 outs. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Rafael Devers waiting to bat for the Red Sox. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. 2 left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Red Sox 5 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
First baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now, this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Abreu makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, number 83.
Colson Montgomery now at the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Hunter Dobbins won't go any further, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for Boston.
And so the Red Sox go to the
Number
bullpen.
56.
Matt Moore getting ready to make his season debut. Close, but call the ball. And it's 1-0.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Red Sox leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now the third baseman, Josh Rojas. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. On the inside corner for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
struck him out looking. Chi Sox held in check here. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Jared Schuster.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Devers, the baby-faced assassin.
Rafael Devers.
That's in there, and that is strike one. Schuster, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Alex Bregman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Devers gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting the first baseman, Triston Casas.
Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Triston Casas. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. The 0-1. There's a swing and a miss.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Inside. And the count is 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Struck him out swinging. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Now
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jared Schuster gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Gus Varland.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Number 28, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. One out. Runners at first and second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, one out. Out towards right center field. Tauchman sizes this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cam Boozer, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Gilbert getting cranked up as well. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Bregman around third. The relay. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So 2 down. Here's Trevor Story. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swings and misses, struck him out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the White Sox nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? And that drops in for a strike. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of simmered down and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. And the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
And now Corey Lee.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That one in there across the letters.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Sosa gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's the left fielder, Michael A. Taylor. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
That's a strike. Got him swinging.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Tauchman in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Line drive and a base hit right there.
And now first and second with 2 outs.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Slater. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Just missed.
1-1. Outside, that's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
2 on, 2 outs. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, this is what you've got to do. You've got to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but outstanding execution on the relay home. Had to be almost perfect to make it close, and that's exactly what it was. Inning over.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Penn Murphy.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here is Carlos Narvaez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And that one upstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Tauchman. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Jarren Duran.
Now at the plate, Jarren Duran. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And there's a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Foot slider ties him up, struck him out. Red Sox go down quietly, and they hold a 7-0 lead.
Now pitching for
back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Greg Weisser.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Luis Robert Jr.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he just swings and misses.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
To third, Bregman. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Number 83.
So they're down to their final out. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. Dobbins with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. You bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me papers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While I'm my shots are jumping like the Lakers. Land with acres, you immigrants, your papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing papers. They'll call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, professional on you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster, todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entre el dueño de la aldea, viven se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera, entre el dueño de la aldea, viven se me pega, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, te imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos, me sobran los recursos. Cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio.